Howdy Morons, welcome back to the Good Guys podcast. I'm sitting here with a guy who's only got one sister and one very, very, very beautiful brother. It's Ben Soffer.
I don't even know how to respond.
I'm calling you my brother, you jerk.
Oh my God, I thought that was Len.
It is Len. We're much closer than you and I will ever be, but we have time on our side.
Yeah, tell it to my face. Tell it to my face.
You can't make up for time. Anyone who becomes your best friend when you're in your 30s, question them constantly.
See? You see what he does to me? This mental manipulation.
That house is built on sticks.
He throws it out. He draws it back in. He throws it out. He draws it back in.
I don't trust new friends. You're not a new friend.
What are you saying to
me? You're not a new friend. But like people are like, oh, I just found someone I'm like totally in love with them. I'm like, are you? And is it?
No. Within the last year, you can't trust them. 1,000%.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're a murderer. You don't do background checks on your friends. Do you? Do you?
I wouldn't be against.
You do.
That's why I want to know where you work, where you use. I'm like the DMV. If you want to be friends with me, you better have paperwork. I want to know where you work, where you resided the last 2 times, where you moved from, where you're moving to, and if you have a P.O. box. If you don't have a business and you have a P.O. box, what the f*** are you hiding?
Excellent question. Claudia went to the DMV yesterday.
For what?
It was the word. In New York, we now all need these new licenses. They're called real IDs.
That's the whole country.
Where they put your little face in the corner. I already got one. I don't know how, but I already have one somehow. She needed to get one. She had an appointment at 1:15. Do you know when they saw her, Josh?
What time?
3:15. Oof.
A DMV in the city?
Oh yeah.
What's that look like?
Awful. You've never been to a DMV in Manhattan?
No.
Oh my God, Josh. I asked that as if it was like a special place. It's the worst place in the world. The DMV is awful. Awful. It's disgusting. Everybody that works there hates themselves. They hate you. Everybody there hates each other because they're like, why the fuck am I at the DMV? It's hell on earth.
It's a mental illness meetup. You know what I'm saying?
It's hell on earth. Is the DMV.
The people that work there are pretty unacceptable, but my only defense is it's because we, as humans, are so unacceptable that they've had to harden themselves.
It's possible.
It's true.
I don't know who came first. You're saying that you show up to the DMV chipper for work, and it's the people every day that bring you down.
I'll tell you this,
because I think it's the opposite. I think I go into the DMV the first time, I'm pumped. I get my license, and then all of a sudden, I'm greeted with just the saddest, most upset faces that couldn't give 2 shits if I lived or died.
I'm Peter Paperwork over here, right? I love when I go there, and they're questioning me because they've been hardened. When I had to get my real ID, you have to show 2 forms. Count it. 1, 2. 2 forms of identification, and they want to have 2 proof of address, okay? I'm talking to utility. I'm talking gas.
I'm still laughing, and I'm Peter Paperwork. You're such a loser.
What are you just realizing? I'm your friend.
I'm Peter Paperwork.
Thanks, Ben.
Don't worry, I'm over here drinking an unsweetened blueberry tea.
Oh, God. You're Benny Big Laughs today.
I'm Benny Big Hips.
Benny Big Hips. Oh, that's hot. That'd be fun. That could be your drag name.
Benny Big Hips?
Yeah, Benny Big Hips.
Oh, yeah. The biggest, least flexible hips in the world. God created me, and they're like, I'm going to make sure your hips don't flex.
I'm so flexible. Like, I really want you to, like, I can do, like, I'm wearing all black, so you're probably not seeing how drastic this is, but this is a full, like, knee to shoulder.
Okay, sorry.
Wait.
I'm flexible in that direction as well.
I'm flexible in that out.
I'm flexible in this direction too, Josh. They always comment, look.
Okay.
No, this can go far. This can go high.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
what I can't do is this way.
Can you do a European leg cross?
Yeah.
That's flexible, no?
No, but not in the... I am internally flexible, but not externally. I can't get this knee any lower than this. Do you understand?
When would you need to?
I don't know, just in case a contortionist came up to me and said, "Show me your best." I can't. I can't.
Somebody holds a gun to you. They're like, "Push your knee past your hip."
I can't.
No.
I can't, and it's because I'm a little bit pigeon-toed. I'm sure you've noticed. I'm sure you've noticed.
If you were held hostage, how would you try to appeal to your captors?
Ooh, that's a great question. One, I'd make him laugh. I like to think that it would be a man. I don't think women really hold people hostage. It's a man thing.
It's a man's
I'd make him
world.
laugh. I'd tell him that I'm a great cook. I'd say, "Look, I'll make you a fantastic meal on me." I'd offer him certainly a sack of cash. And, yeah, that's what I would do. Funny, food, money.
Right.
You?
I would try to I would try to be like, yeah, I would try to appeal to I would be like, you scared the shit out of me. You got me good, man. You
are one bad mamma jamma.
Yeah, I would just be like, you're good at kidnapping. Props,
That's smart, yeah.
Yeah, I would try to be like, yeah, you
gas him up.
Yeah, I'd be like, you could probably kidnap a dignitary. Someone with a detail.
Yeah, and you'd volunteer to help him, and then you'd become the kidnapper's sidekick.
Yeah, and then I would be like, you picked a nice van.
Yeah.
Is this a Ford Econoline F-350? This is lovely.
And if you need me to do the paperwork, I'm Joshy Paperwork.
I'm Peter
I'm
Paperwork.
I'll do
I love
it
it.
all.
They ask you, they go, "Oh yeah, you want your real ID?" I go, "Yeah." They're like, "You didn't bring two forms of identification, right?" I go, "In fact, I did. Birth certificate, passport." They're like, "Okay, fine, but it's not like you brought two proof of where you live." I said, "You want a utility bill? You want a gas bill, or you want a water bill? How about electric?"
See, this is smart. You're taking time out of your day to go to the worst place in the world. You're really going to go ill-prepared so that you might have to go back again? That's insane. Come with your forms. You don't want to be there? You certainly don't want to come back. Come prepared. Google it. What do I need? What do I need? It's right there. It's right there.
That's what people do all day. That's what kills these DMV people's soul.
Interesting.
All day, and then they make it their problem. This is not their problem. This is a you problem.
Wow. You're right.
It kills me.
You're right.
People making problems when they are the ones who started it, and 95% of jobs, people have no power. This is what I have no patience for. If they are part of the 95%, wanting them to have more power is so annoying. Get over it. They can't do shit. But if you are part of the 5% that have all the power, fucking move a mountain for me, will ya? Don't stand on business. Don't stand on precedence. Well, we can't do that. We've never actually done that in our company's history. I'll be like, you're a bunt cake shop. You have 3 employees. Let's live a little.
Do it.
Let's be crazy at nothing bunt cakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's actually a really big company, but I was thinking about bunt cakes.
I do. Move a mountain. Absolutely.
Move
but I've never thought about
mountain.
I've never thought about that. Every single day, that people have the exact instructions on what to bring, and every day they let you down. Every day. That said, Josh, if you are a business that is catering to people over the age of 60, you must have a working landline number to answer questions.
100%.
The fact that the DMV has no phone number, this is the problem. I honestly have this problem, not to digress too much, with Instagram. You have a problem with Instagram, Josh? How the f*** do you reach them? You can't. You can't reach these people. Why did we do away with customer service? Where is it? I want to pick up the phone and talk to someone. I need somebody to help me with my problem.
Customer service is a luxury in this day and age, and it's disgusting. Sometimes you have to pay for it.
Disgusting.
Go on our
What
website. No thanks, Delta.
I was going to say, is it Delta and the airlines that charge you to book a flight over the phone, but you can do it for free online?
All the airlines.
That said, I have done it before, and I've said, you're not charging me, and then they don't charge you. So if you come in with a firm fist.
Yes.
Like, look, Lucy, I'm going to come to your house and beat the shit out of you if you don't do this for $0.
I was once signing up at a gym, and I just felt, it was this little private gym, and I just felt strongly that this sign-up fee should be waived. It was $50. And I was like, what is this? They're like, it's our sign-up fee. Again, move a mountain. You're not Bally's. You're not Equinox. You can just waive this BS fee you're giving me to like take a vig off the fact that I'm trying to get fit and hot for the summer.
By the way, everyone can waive that. It's not a small gym. It's not a large gym. Folks, you will never get anything that you don't ask for. Ask. What's the worst thing they could do? Say no. But certainly, when you go and sign up for a gym and they say it's going to be a $100 initiation fee, at a minimum, try to get it for $50. But it should be $0. You're going to pay them monthly for the rest of your life. They're going to have your credit card. You're never going to go. You're never going to go.
So this guy, I remember working at the gym, manager, I'm like, listen, I'm going to sign up. I'm all good. I don't want to pay this fee. He's like, I got to call my boss. I got to call the owner of the gym. I said, call him. So he calls him, puts him on speaker.
You're on speaker with the owner of the gym over an initiation fee?
I told you it's a small gym.
That's the opposite of customer service. What the hell? He's like, John, shut up. Leave me alone.
I'm Petty Peter over here, and you know that, man. I'll get real petty. I'll get in the fucking weeds with you. So I go, hey, Roger, I'm excited to join the gym. I really don't want to pay this sign-up fee. He goes, all right, man, I don't know. Let me talk to, can you put me back on with my employee? I go, no problem. He doesn't realize that he's on speaker because the next thing he says to the employee is, this guy sounds like a real asshole. I'm like, oh my God. I still signed up, but I was hurt.
Yeah, look, Josh, it sounds like you were trying not to pay an initiation fee at the world's smallest mom and pop gym.
I don't care.
It's you, the owner, and his wife. You are.
It's ridiculous.
Miss, do you mind if I use the elliptical? Josh, you're in my home. Can you get out of my house?
So dumb. No, it was in North Hollywood. It was a big gym.
It went under quick. It was in somebody's apartment. You knocked on 3C. You're like, is this the gym?
I used the Bowflex in someone's second bedroom. Can you put up some mirrors?
Can you waive the initiation fee? This is my house.
Why is the Nordic track making noises?
Why is there a woman watching TV while I'm working out?
Yeah.
It's so funny. So funny and stupid.
Yeah.
Wow. We were ripping there for a minute. I couldn't breathe.
Do you know that I went to a baseball game recently? I went to the Dodgers playoff. Shout out to the MLB.
By the way, the Dodgers. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets.
Well, you can continue to praise those New York Metropolitans all you want. I guess we'll see tonight, Game 3. But I went to the San Diego Padres Dodgers game. It was great. Shout out the MLB. Nice. Good looking out.
Nice.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by AG1. Folks, I literally was on a panel today, okay? I was on a panel because I do cool things like that. And I met the CEO of AG1. I walked up to her and I said verbatim, AG1 changed my life. And she said, why did AG1 change your life? And I said, AG1 changed my life because it gave me this sustained boost of energy throughout the day that I cannot explain. I can't explain it. It's not like coffee. It's completely different. You just only can understand it if you take it regularly. And the second thing that I told her was that it made me regular. And look, folks, it is what it is. It is what it is. When you take things like Ozempic, which I've been on, then you're going to be irregular and you need something to make you regular. And that is AG1. It's the most unbelievable habit that I have formed. Every single morning I wake up, I drink a full glass of water with my AG1, so I'm getting in my water early in the day. I'm getting rehydrated after a night's sleep, and I am taking just this unbelievable mixture of incredible vitamins that make me feel better throughout the entire day. So folks, if you want to support your digestion, reduce bloating, and keep regular, you need AG1. Okay? It just makes you feel better. It's made me feel better. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It has completely changed my life. So folks, to be like me, start with AG1 and notice the difference for yourself. It's a great first step to investing in your health, and that's why they've been a proud partner of mine for so long. Try AG1 and get a free bottle of vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/goodguys. That's a $48 value free if you go to drinkag1.com/goodguys. Check it out.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Jack Black. Folks, all that we want as men is to smell like men. Even though we are gravitating towards our wife's deodorant, maybe that's just me. All I know is the second I put on Jack Black, I was like, Claudia, I don't need your deodorant anymore because I smell like a man, because I smell great, because Jack Black has these incredible products that offer full line of men's products. It's not just deodorant. It's also cleansing, facial cleansers, moisturizers for your beard. You can treat yourself, okay? Some luxury at home. It's every man's dream. I want luxury at home. And just in time for the holidays, Jack Black has gifting sets that are available. So you can be well-groomed, I can be well-groomed, and everybody can look at us during the holidays and be like, holy crap, this man is well-groomed, and he smells absolutely amazing. Jack Black sent me a gifting set, and I love all of their products, but the original Pit Boss is what I'm using right now. First of all, the name. Pit Boss, could you get cooler than that? Second, it smells amazing, and I just feel great when I wear it. Jack Black was founded over 20 years ago with the goal of offering men's body care products that were just as effective as women's body care products. Their commitment to superior skincare has made Jack Black, according to Circana, the #1 men's body care brand by total dollar sales. So folks, this holiday season, if you want simple, effective products that help you look your best, you need Jack Black. Head to getjackblack.com/goodguys and use code goodguys for 10% off your order. Once again, that's getjackblack.com/goodguys for 10% off. And make sure you use my promo code goodguys so they know I sent you. I'm telling you, get Jack Black for your boyfriend, or even use it yourself if you want. Getjackblack.com/goodguys.
So I'm in a rental car and we pull up to the stadium, and the moment we pull into the parking spot, the car dies. And I'm like, ooh, sick.
Electric?
No, it was a normal Honda SUV. It's just like the battery was dead. And so...
Yikes. No good.
And like literally all I know is it took us an hour to get to that parking spot from the opening of Dodger Stadium. And I'm like, AAA can't get up here. This is an impossibility, right? So as we're walking in the stadium, I asked guest services, I'm like, what do I do? Like my car just said like, oh, don't worry. We have a guy who kind of roams the parking lot like in a truck, and he can jump or like fix a flat or whatever. Like we have 40,000 cars here. Like we have a guy. I said, great. They're like, so when you're done, just like come out and have one of the guys walkie the guy. So I'm leaving, and I leave around like the 8th inning because the Dodgers are getting blown out, and I'm like, fuck it, let me just get this done before everyone's going to their car. So I'm standing there with the security guard. All of a sudden, I see this fight evolve in front of my face. These two women are screaming at each other, and I'm like, they seem upset. Now they're getting in each other's face. I'm like, they seem very upset. Then I see a Stanley thermos come out of nowhere and go, bink! This woman got whacked with a Stanley thermos. And now it's a dog pile of people in the parking lot fighting. The security guard leaves me to go break up the fight. I'm literally like, can you just call the AAA guy? I'm like, I know you're breaking up a fight, but please, I got to get out of here. 2 hours later, the car got jumped. Everything was fine.
Oh,
but
man.
There's nothing like a good fight.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's terrible. I was going to ask you. It's 7-6 in the 8th inning. You're leaving, right?
No,
You're not. You're staying.
not for playoffs. For a regular season game, I'm out of there 7th inning stretch.
I think that's right. What is the gap in score that will allow you to leave?
Anything more than 2.
Anything more than 2. That's right, because sitting and waiting to leave an arena is quite possibly the worst feeling. And on the flip side, there is no better feeling in the whole world than leaving a game early, getting home, and seeing that the final score is identical when you left.
That's right.
Because that happens in baseball. We left, it was 6-3. We left 7th inning, home, watched the top of the 9th in bed, final 6-3. A joy.
Love it.
A joy.
My buddy had season tickets to the LA Kings, and we would go all the time. And we had such a system. First off, you go, you say hi to Eddie the usher, stands at the top of our section. Dab him. Eddie, how are you? I don't care, but we do this every time. I gotta go. So then you go, you sit, you watch the game, right? Then we would go to the McDonald's right at the top of our section, get a couple coffees because we're trim queens. Then right before, like 3 minutes before the end of the game, we watch the end of the game from the top of the stairs. So like with 60 seconds left, you sprint to your car, no traffic. It's gorgeous.
Let me tell you my problem with hockey games. My problem with hockey games are these 20-minute intermissions. I'm sorry. I don't have the patience to sit in an arena for 20 minutes 2 times while they clean the ice. I don't have the patience. I can't.
It's because you don't like hockey, because I find basketball insufferably boring.
Oh, but it's so fun.
So is hockey.
Yeah, I guess.
Hockey's
I
the greatest live sport there is, in my humble.
God. Do you like soccer?
I do, and I know why you're saying that, but I think just hockey, the sheer speed of it, that these guys are skating at like 25 miles per hour. And remember that nothing in basketball matters for the first 3 quarters unless you really appreciate basketball.
Yes, but there is constant action.
But there is in
If
hockey.
you appreciate the game, there's constant action in comparison to hockey and soccer. Like sports where there are very limited goals in comparison to you score, 100 times in a basketball game.
But how long is halftime?
Halftime is 15, 20 minutes, but it's one time.
And then
one halftime.
And then 5 minutes between both quarters.
Because you got to take a quick piss.
So you're talking.
Respect.
So we're talking about a 10-minute discrepancy here.
Yes, but it's the allotment. It's the allotment of the times.
I'm going to get you on a Zamboni at Madison Square Garden. It's going to change your whole outlook.
Look, by the way, I can be bought, okay? If the Rangers are setting me up, glass, custom jersey, I sing the national anthem, me and you chill and sack on the Zamboni, I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
I will sing the national anthem one day.
I can be bought.
Tell me your approach to the national anthem. Tonight, they go, Ben, Citi Field, the Stern family, the owners of the Mets, God bless them, they would like for you to sing the national anthem. How are you approaching it?
Okay, first of all, I'm absolutely starting an octave lower than I'm comfortable.
Smart.
It's going to sound iffy in the beginning. You're going to be like, why is he so low? But that's just so that I don't have the possibility of cracking at the top.
So you're talking a low baritone or a high bass. Like you're going in it.
I'm starting with the oh, say, can you see? And my cantorial voice would come out. You heard it. By the dawn's early light. And then we'd go higher and higher.
Yes.
So that would be my approach. Start low so that your high is never that high. If you start normal where you think you can be, Then you're going to be, and the Rockets, and it's too high for you. You can't do it.
And did you know that and the Rockets red glare, that glare, that's as high as the high note at the end. But people trip themselves out. They sabotage.
Interesting.
It's just
they
as high.
self-sabotage. What an amazing song our national anthem is. What a freaking just amp me up, get me going. Gentlemen, start your engines. I just see Kevin James screaming in my brain, and I just want to go to war. And by war, I mean to a baseball game.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Imagine how much it amps them up when they're actually going to fucking war.
I don't know.
Sick. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be sick.
I don't know. I feel like if you and I are like in a Humvee on our way to a battle, and I'm like, can we put on some tunes, and you start playing the national anthem? I'm going to be like, please, Lil Wayne. I don't need the national anthem.
The first time it's cool. I can imagine it getting old. Certainly. I can imagine it getting old. Speaking of cool cars, do you see that Hummer now has a cool new electric Hummer?
I drove it. I had it for a week.
Oh, you did?
We talked
You
about
drove
it.
They asked me if I wanted to drive it. We spoke about this. Was it sick?
It's sick. It was so fun.
I love a Hummer. That said, I miss the gas. Oh, we did speak about this. I said something dumb like that last time.
The new Hummer is great, and the fact that it's electric is really cool.
Yeah, really cool. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Quince. Folks, fall season is here. I'm looking forward to getting into that cozy cashmere. I love a cashmere sweater. Absolutely love it. Soft as a baby's bottom. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm just excited to ditch the shorts and flip-flops. I need the weather to get cold. The second it gets cold, I'm in cozy cashmere. I'm trying to pull off a leather jacket even though I can't. But folks, all of those and more are available at Quince. Quince offers affordable, high-quality essentials for any wardrobe. That includes seasonal must-haves like Mongolian cashmere from $60 and comfortable pants for any occasion. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. And they partner with them directly, cutting out the cost of the middleman and passing the savings on to you, on to us. We love savings. That means Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands, so you can update your look without breaking the bank. Folks, I love Quince. Go on Quince, find a beautiful cashmere sweater, check out quick, easy shipping. It is amazing, and I'm telling you, the quality for the price, it cannot be beat. So, folks, if you want to be like me, upgrade your wardrobe with pieces made to last with Quince. Go to quince.com/goodguys for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/goodguys to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/goodguys. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Robody. Now, folks, you know we love GLP-1s at the Good Guys. I've been on Ozempic. I love it. Semaglutide, fantastic. That said, folks, it's hard to get. It's hard to get. And enter Robody. Ro provides access to the most popular weight loss shots on the market. Ro pairs a weekly shot with healthy lifestyle changes so you can lose 15 to 20% of your weight in a year on average and actually keep it off. It's so important that you do the lifestyle changes, folks. It's not just about the shot. The shot does part of it for sure, but you need a healthy lifestyle change, otherwise it's not going to work. And over 250,000 people have already chosen Ro to help them lose weight. Ro members have support throughout the process. Ro's partners handle all of the insurance paperwork to help get medication covered. If eligible for medication, patients have access to their provider on demand for any questions. You can sign up online or from the comfort of your home. This means no scheduling a doctor's appointment, no commute to the doctor's office, and no waiting rooms. So folks, are you ready for average weight loss in 15 to 20% in year one? Yeah, are you ready? Again, with healthy lifestyle changes, this can be you when you go to Ro.com. BMI and other eligibility criteria apply, but go to Ro.co good. Sign up today and you'll pay just $99 for your first month and $145 a month after that. Medication costs are separate. That's ro.co/good.
A millionaire claims that working on his honeymoon was key to his success. I'll never change. Carl Hudson, a 33-year-old entrepreneur, makes 7 figures a year through his investments, agencies, and personal business, but it comes with a cost. He's from Newcastle, England, and he admitted that he has 18-hour workdays that even impacted his honeymoon with his wife, Charlotte.
18-hour workdays. What does he do?
He's he has, through his investments, agencies, and personal business, a.k.a. he's a drug dealer on the black market.
Yeah, totally. Owns a flip phone.
What do you think? Working on your honeymoon, acceptable? Not acceptable?
Awful. No, of course it's unacceptable. That said, she probably knew who she married. Like, you don't just, like, if you're working 18-hour days... Like, you want to be working 18-hour days.
Right.
Sorry.
That's right.
Like, that's a choice. That's a choice. And he sounds like a loveless schmuck.
True that.
His poor wife. His poor freaking wife. Josh, the other night, I think that somebody thought I was homeless.
Say more.
I walked into our local grocery store because I wanted to make a sandwich. And I walked in late. It's a fresh produce sort of place. And so the aisles were rather barren. They were putting things away. And I was simply looking for a loaf of bread to make a sandwich. I looked on the shelf. I didn't see loaves of bread. But I know that behind the deli counter, they have beautiful, like, pieces of bread. And so I went, even though the deli counter was closed, and I just said, hey, could I buy a roll from you? And the guy said to me, and I didn't think about this, he said, are you hungry? I was starving. I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. He takes it, he puts it in a bag, gives it to me. He says, don't ask me. You will not pay for this. I said, no, let me pay. He said, nobody should ever be hungry. And I said, okay. And I left. And it only occurred to me that this man thought that I was coming in at the end of the day because I had no money to afford a sandwich roll. And what I will say to this is that unnamed man is a hero because he thought I was hungry and he gave me bread when I needed it. That said, I don't think I look like a homeless person. I don't really know how he could have mistaken me for homeless, but somebody mistook me for a homeless person. Thoughts?
Have you seen the meme of the have you seen the meme of the wife who tells her husband, "Oh, I want to put together a bag of my clothes to give away to the hungry and homeless," and the husband goes, "If they're hungry and homeless, they're not going to fit into your clothes."
Oh my God!
Whoa! And that's how they got divorced.
Oh,
I mean, listen.
Holy smokes!
You are a fucking unit, my boy. You are, first of all, you turn me on more and more every day. You look incredible, but you are hardy. You look like, they say in the Navy SEALs, who's carrying the boats? You're carrying the fucking metaphorical boats. You would be carrying the Hebrew school boats. And
yes.
You are hardy, my boy. So I just can't imagine someone seeing you and going, this guy needs a meal.
Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I answered it plainly. I was hungry. I didn't even think about it. Are you hungry? Yes.
But did you have your iPhone out and your Warby Parker glasses on? Like, were you at an Upper East Side supermarket?
I was at an Upper East Side grocery store. I had my glasses on. I definitely didn't look homeless.
Had you been doing yard work in your Air Force Ones?
I looked good. No, I looked good. Are you hungry? Yes, I am.
Here's my theory. That bread is going to get thrown out. It's the end of the day.
It was so good. Soft, Josh. It was fantastic.
What are we talking, a Kaiser roll? Or are we talking a pretzel bun?
It was a pecan loaf. There were a couple of pumpkin seeds on top.
What a horrible revelation. First of all, ugh.
You don't like a pecan loaf?
I do, but not as sandwich bread.
It was small.
That's like
It was a small pecan loaf.
that's like going to a deli and they say, "What kind of bread do you want?" and you go, "Banana." Like
Okay. Banana bread.
on your sandwich. Like, what kind of cheese do you want? Cottage. Like, it doesn't work.
Yuck.
It doesn't work.
You know who loves cottage cheese? Claudia. Isn't that insane?
God, she is just she is a Rubik's cube. You cannot figure her out.
She loves cottage cheese and egg noodles. Like, are you nuts? I think cottage cheese, and I don't discriminate against cheese. Cottage cheese is fucking nasty. I'm out on cottage cheese.
It just, and people, what do? They put like pieces of pineapple in it, right?
No. Who?
Fruits.
Not me.
They do fruits.
Not me.
Yeah.
They put fruit with their cottage cheese?
Oh yeah, it's big. It's gross.
Oof. Woo.
Yeah.
Yucky. Yucky.
Yucky.
Yucky.
What is something that you grew up thinking was gross and now you love?
Oh.
Like for me, it's Brussels sprouts, but I think it's because my mom cooked them. Like growing up in the 90s,
Yes.
Brussels sprouts were a punchline. Like it was the thing that kids hated on sitcoms. But I think because our parents were idiots in steaming them. But now
Exactly. They steamed them. They didn't put anything on them. Now they take whatever sauce you put on them. Brussels sprouts are a blank canvas.
it's a vehicle.
They're art.
Yes.
Yeah, they're art. Brussels sprouts are fantastic.
Yeah, it's a Hyundai. They're inoffensive.
I actually didn't like ketchup if it wasn't mixed with mayonnaise. I liked Russian, of course.
Of course.
Of course. But I didn't like plain ketchup. It wasn't for me. I didn't like it. And now I like it. I appreciate ketchup in all its glory. I think it is absolutely essential to the modern day diet.
That's so funny. God, that's funny. Oh, man.
I saw you eating another Snake River last night. God, are you rich? It's fantastic. The amount of Snake River coming into the Peck household.
I love Snake River steaks. I recently, my little boy, my wonderful little son, Shy, turned 2. We had a beautiful...
When did he turn 2?
On October 10.
I missed it?
Yeah, it's okay.
No, I need a calendar invite. Send me after this. I need dates.
I'm scared now because you know we did talk about this.
We spoke about him?
Yes.
Oh God, I'm losing my memory.
I'm scared for you now. I'm scared.
Am I having?
I'm scared
do I have
for me.
dementia? Do I have dementia?
Yes, because you wrote me that you felt bad that you missed his birthday last week and that you want.
Shut up.
And that you.
Shut up.
Yeah, dog.
Shut up.
Look at your texts. And you were like, I want his birthday and I want Max's
Shut up.
birthday.
Shut up.
So I can start putting them in my
Josh,
gift,
stop
in
it.
my
Stop
gift-
it. You're scaring me.
gift
You're
rotation.
scaring me.
Do you take
You're scaring
edibles
me.
at night?
You're scaring me. You're scaring me. I'm
scared.
looking. I'm
this
looking.
Is something
You're
worth
scaring
being
me.
scared about.
You're scaring me. Stop
Right,
it.
Scroll past all our texts about how the Baked by Melissa episode's a horror. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
We're cut that out. Cut that out.
I'm just saying we talk quite a bit. We talk quite a bit. Okay.
I know.
Let's see.
You'll find it. It's there. I didn't make it up.
You said it was on the I don't know specifics.
I mean, if you're not watching
this
this
is us
episode on...
This is us talking about Wagovi.
Yes.
This is us talking about clips.
Can you imagine if I was kidnapped?
Josh, no.
Yes, we did.
No, I'm looking. No.
Then check our Instagram DMs. We definitely talked about this.
Okay, by the way, Instagram DMs, I don't remember what I send over there.
Well, just check. Anyway.
If it was Instagram DMs, I don't remember. That's not my fault.
Let's just have a code word that if either one of us ever gets kidnapped, but we're not...
No, Josh, it's not here. You are gaslighting me.
No, I'm not. We talked about this.
Look.
Or we talked about it on the phone. We definitely talked about this.
Okay, look. Okay.
Because that is so you. Don't lie. That is so you to say, I want to put your kids in my gift rotation.
I do. I did.
I know.
Yes. Great. Did you ever send me the dates?
No.
So you forgot. God. I just
No,
had
I'm
literally
gaslit.
like an out-of-body experience. I was like, oh my God, I texted about this?
Oh, I'll come with
Okay,
receipts.
it's possible that we had a conversation. It's okay.
I'll come with
I feel
receipts.
better. Okay,
Don't
I
feel better. You shouldn't.
I feel better.
Don't.
Oh my
You
God.
shouldn't.
I feel better. I certainly feel better.
You shouldn't.
I feel better.
I'm going to send you screenshots to make you feel worse. They're coming today.
I feel better.
Hey, did you know that Gypsy... I was going to say about my son... so we had this lovely birthday for him at a place in, if you happen to be in the South Bay of Los Angeles, in El Segundo, it's called the Arena House. Unbelievable event space. Good friends of ours own it. Love it. The best place. Coolest vibes. Vibes. But I was like, what can we do? We only had a couple people. I was like, what would be fun to just kind of dress this up? I had a Mr. Softy truck come to the event space. Is that a home run?
Home run.
Home run.
Home run. I'm not going to lie to you, Josh. I was wondering why you tagged Mr. Softy.
Oh,
Now I know.
please.
Now I know it. I was thinking, God, that's a terrible barter for a cone.
I do a 3-frame post for a $9 ice cream.
For a cone. I'm like, how cheap are you?
That's so funny. I'm like bartering at like the grocery store at Safeway. I'll
give you 3 frames for a razor.
I'm at CVS. I'll give you 2 frames for a toothpaste. That is terrible. No, I got the whole truck, and I still had to pay half.
That's a great deal and sick. I was going to say he'll never forget that. He never remembered it, but you'll never forget.
No,
it
was awesome. And Mr. Softy is not a West Coast thing, but the guy who owns it started one in Camarillo, California. I love it. And I've gone there regularly since it's open. Like I go a couple times a year. I don't live out there. And so I hit him up because he has the truck. And I was like, listen, it's kind of far. Would you be, I feel bad asking. He's like, I'll be there. You've been good to us. He's a beauty. Mr. Softy of Camarillo, total beaut. And so I gave him some love. I didn't even really do it in exchange for a barter because I still paid, Ben. Jeez.
You just love him. You just love him. That said, Josh, I now have a bone to pick with you.
Pick it up.
I was not invited to this party.
Of course you weren't. You live 3,000 miles away.
And what if I came?
You were never going to come.
How do you know?
Like, when you invited me to your birthday party recently, I appreciate it.
See?
I do. Listen, the appreciation's there.
You could have come.
But it was what's it called? Edifice? It was fake. It was built on nothing.
Not. It was not, just in case you were in the area.
All right, let's move on. Did you know that Gypsy Rose Blanchard has recently been interviewed about the Menendez Brothers, and she said, the Menendez Bros should get therapy if released. They'll need it. And this was actually on the cover of Duh Weekly. They caught up with Gypsy at LAX and asked her about Eric and Lyle Menendez. And she said, listen, if they ever get out, they're going to need therapy. I did, which is like, of course, I need therapy. I've never done anything illegal. I mean, the whole world needs therapy, especially if you kill your parents.
No, it's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. You're going to need therapy after spending life in prison for murdering your parents? Yeah. Duh.
Right.
Oh, my God.
That
Gypsy Rose.
G Rose.
I didn't realize we were still talking about her. Is she having a renaissance? Is she back?
I don't think she ever left.
No, she left. She left the building. She became a mega celebrity for a week. She really milked it, too.
I think Nick Vile got her on the podcast, and that solidified her as our modern day, I don't know.
Queen. Yeah, no, she became a queen. She did.
Well, did you know that Alex Cooper called out male actor after scrapping Call Her Daddy interview? He was giving nothing. Least favorite is one that I've never aired. The Call Her Daddy host told The Hollywood Reporter it was a male actor who was just giving nothing. You could tell he was on a press run. And Cooper said she ended up candidly telling the unidentified celeb, bro, you don't want to be here. You aren't answering any of these questions. Someone put you in this chair you didn't even know. And the podcaster said that out of mutual respect, they both decided, let's not air this. Who do we think it was?
And we don't know who. And we don't know who it
No.
is. Wow. Just saying, Alex Cooper, been there. Been there.
Just saying,
In
Alex
there.
Cooper, we had Marshall first, and we're going to ask him. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Been there. All right. Who could this mystery celebrity have been?
My question about that is, I don't know. Tell me your reaction. Olivia, feel free to weigh in on this. When I see those media junket interviews that get clipped on TikTok of when clearly an actor or actress is just fucking over it and they're giving the interviewer nothing and sometimes being pretty rude about it, it angers me to no end. And as someone who's been part of those media junket days, it's the worst. Sometimes you can have 50 5-minute interviews in a day and you're getting asked the same questions. Sometimes you're getting asked questions that you weren't expecting or questions that they agreed not to ask you. I'm just saying in general, it certainly is a marathon and a crappy way to spend your day, but it's why you got paid. It's the reason you're there, and it's a part of the job. You got to do it. How do we feel about that?
If you have a press day like that, though, Josh, if you have 50 5-minute interviews, that means that you have a team. And that means that you pay a team to organize these days for you. So it's really on the team to not overwhelm their client with things that they can't handle. Like when they give you 50 5-minute interviews, they know Josh is an unbelievable professional, nice to everybody, will do his job because he doesn't want to be perceived as anything else and because it's just the way that you are. But I, in that moment, now thinking through it, totally hold like the press team accountable for not preparing that person to go on Call Her Daddy and smile. It's strange, and it's definitely on the team.
I mean, yeah, what do you think, Olivia?
I think that it obviously it sounds like it would be a very demanding kind of day, but just out of respect, I guess, for other people too, I don't know. I wouldn't want to come across like an asshole at any point. And also if it's an interviewer 5 interviews back pisses you off, it's not the person that you finally snap on's fault. So I definitely think team logistics come into play here. But at the end of the day, I don't know. We all get tired and annoyed, but you don't have to be an asshole when you're that way. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Word
no,
up.
I'm with you. I'm with you. And it's certainly not that podcaster's fault that you've had a long day. How about you don't book 50 things in one day? How about you have 3 days? You're trying to jam everything in one day so you can go home. But you could do 10 things a day, 15 things a day instead of 50.
Well, let's get it to a speak pipe. One speak pipe before we go. If you want to get advice from us, if you have questions, keep it brief. Brevity is key. And go to speakpipe.com/goodguys, and maybe you'll be on the show. This one's from Emily. This one's from Emily.
Hey, good guys. Just want you to know that my favorite thing to do on a Sunday is eat a little special candy and cook and listen to your podcasts. So I save them for the weekend.
Nice.
But I was just listening to Stassi Schroeder's podcast, and I am flabbergasted to find out that her and her friend both share towels, in the bathroom, post-shower towels with their partners. And I have literally never heard of something like this. And I said to myself, I need to know what you two think. Do you do this? Do you think it's crazy? Do you think it's normal? I need answers from you.
We don't. We have separate towels. I don't think it's crazy. I don't think Claudia necessarily would think it's crazy, but we have two. We're unique. Claudia, vast majority, takes a bath. She's a big bath person.
Wow.
Loves them. And I love my shower. So we have two separate towel racks, one above the bath, one above the shower. It just makes sense. So we gravitate towards what's closest to us. But I would have no problem using Claudia's towel. You?
I have a separate bathroom. Now, I know some of us are balling on a budget, but for the majority of people who don't live in a major city, like you can certainly not, have an expensive home, but be able to have separate bathrooms. And that's what we do. My bathroom is the guest bathroom. I love it. I told my wife from Jump Street, this is how things are going to go. She's like, that's crazy. And even when we were working on our house, like, her bathroom is beautiful, has a big, beautiful bathtub, double vanity. It's gorgeous, more than enough room. Now she loves that I have nothing to do with her bathroom. Because she gets all the counter space, she gets all the things. We don't need to know what goes on with each other in those rooms. And it's great.
So what's interesting? I use the cabinets and the counter space in the guest bathroom. And so I do a hybrid.
Try showering in there.
The shower in the main one is too great. It's too great. Like, this guest shower is fine. It's a fine shower, no question. This shower in my bedroom is a shower. It is fantastic. I have a window that gets direct sunlight. I feel like I'm in Fiji.
Do you will you do your biz in the guest bathroom?
Like take a shit?
Yeah.
I will shit wherever I want to shit.
Ugh, you're disgusting.
I shit wherever.
Stop it.
Yeah, on the carpet.
Well, okay.
No, I'll shit in either bathroom.
Why?
Why not? What do you mean?
Because you have the option to not. First of all, I want that completely separated. But like, if I have the option to keep my wife out of that just fog storm and like allow her to not think or look at me in that way, and that I can have a private place that will air out at its own discretion, that's the way to go.
I'm proud of it, Josh.
You got to do better, maybe.
When I got a fog storm, I'll call you the next time I have a fog storm. I'm proud.
Well, that's my what are you nuts. What's your what are you nuts, Ben?
Honestly, you led me straight to it. Have you been seeing these ads on TikTok for a brand called Don't Worry?
No.
They are 4-calorie hazelnut meringues.
Okay.
The brand is Don't Worry. I ordered them on TikTok. 4-calorie hazelnut meringues. Gotta try them. Had one. Oh my God. This is instant diarrhea. Instant. Don't worry, you're gonna shit your pants. Should be what they say. 4-calorie hazelnut meringues. Don't be duped. Don't fall for it. You're going to shit yourself. What are you, nuts? Give me an extra 40 calories and save some of the maltitol. That's what it is. That's the delicious, sugary, no calorie that just drops your stomach. Maltitol. It's in all the sugar-free candies. Don't worry. Don't get them. What are you, nuts?
Love that. So cute.
Josh hates duty jokes.
It's just not.
You just hate duty.
You can be a man or you can be a gentleman. And that means I'm talking about bathroom talk.
Oh, please. Real men talk about their shits. And that, folks, is our show.
Watch my new show, Best Bite Wins. This will be far past it, but October 18th it came out. It's crushing. It's the biggest show ever on Roku, but go watch it. It's very cute.
It's sick. It's sick. I got a screener, and I love it. It's sick. Go watch it. It's fantastic. And, folks, where else can you get a podcast like this, okay? Okay, where else? You can't. So rate us 5 stars. Share with a goddamn friend. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. Watch us on Josh's YouTube. Okay? Share our clips. Go to our Instagram. Go to our TikTok. Share our clips. Repost and send it to a friend. Bring more people into the Good Guys universe. Okay? Mondays and Thursdays. Don't forget about the Thursdays. And we'll see you next time. Okay? Okay? We'll see you next time.